for us, it's how we interact and engage with our customers, understanding what their problems are, or trying to find solutions for their problems on site. And ostensibly, it starts with either brownfields projects or debottlenecking their plant and finding solutions to that. So we have an extensive range of expertise, and it extends from engineering to supply chain and various other expertise within the system. And what we do is we will engage with the customer, understand what the pain points are, and very often we would actually do a plant audit. We would send some of our process engineers, experts in the field. They go spend a week or so at the mine site, gathering data, looking at the performance of the equipment, the plant, and then provide a report to the customer. And very often that would be a solution that we would provide to the customer in terms of whatever the pain points were. The main team, I would say, would be process engineers, design engineers, mechanical engineers, depending on the requirements, supply chain, logistics, sales engineers. But I think it goes just beyond that, because it's for us it's a philosophy and a strategy. So our entire organization needs to understand what they need to do. So whether you're in finance or marketing or HR, everybody has an impact ultimately on customer satisfaction. And so my belief and our belief is that integrated solutions doesn't just start and begin and end with the process engineers. It's the entire organization supporting this philosophy to deliver solutions to the customer. We listen to the customer. I think that's the first point, right? We listen to the customer, understand what the pain points are, what the issues are, what their experiences are, and then we do a plant audit. We will then manage through the process, figure out what we need, who we need in terms of expertise. So they could be product experts, they could be process engineers. They will go out, figure out what the problem is, look at solutions. They will then find optimal solutions in terms of process efficiency, plant efficiency, plant uptime, and then we'll provide that as a report to the customer, and then they would then decide what they would do with that. I think the reality for us is, because we have such a great footprint on the African continent as well as Middle East, we're able to get to the customer quickly. We're able to provide a solution quickly. And then also, by providing the solution, actually expedite the process with the products and the entire solution end to end. And so the customer sees the value quite a lot quicker than most instances. We see the digital platform as part of the continuum of the solutions that we would provide. I think if you just look back in terms of COVID, we weren't able to get onto site, but by virtue of the fact that we have the digital platform, Synertrix, for instance, we can do condition monitoring remotely. So we have a condition monitoring room based at our offices in Isando. We have real-time view of the operations of the equipment on site. So we can predict and provide information to the customer of failures or imminent failures, wear rates, and so forth, that will help the customer in terms of planned maintenance rather than waiting for unplanned downtime. That's the first thing. The other thing I think is also we're able to predict when they should be doing planned maintenance, change out and stuff, so that it's actually giving them optimal uptime. I think the other beauty of it is that it's both a safety as well as an environmental feature, in that we've recently introduced IntelliWeir. IntelliWeir is actually used in our spools and our hoses, and it actually detects wear rates and so forth. So much so that they can actually plan the change out rather than having a leakage and or a safety issue or risk to your employees on site. we've always had a philosophy that we want to be where our customers need us to be. So that's why we have such an extensive footprint across the African continent and the Middle East. That's the first thing. The second thing is it goes beyond just having equipment spares. It's about having the level of expertise. So we have service engineers, technical expertise readily available. To the extent, a few years ago, we started to have draftsmen attached to the branches quite close. So there's quicker response time to the customer's needs. If there's any design work to be done, any drawings to be done, that's also executed quite quickly. We'll then be able to provide a solution at a much faster rate to the customer. Probably the most telling would be the case studies that we do. So when we go to a customer, we make certain promises in terms of what our equipment, what our solutions will do, and how that will drive efficiencies or productivity for them. And then when we go back, after a period of time, we gather the data, we're able to then demonstrate that, what we've said we would do, we actually do. And that forms what we would call a case study. And we have a library full of case studies across different applications, different commodities, different mines, different applications in terms of what we've been able to provide, what solutions we've been able to provide, and what benefit that's added to the customer. The recent example would be the Lynadex 808 hard rubber hose project that we did for a diamond mine recently, where we were able to actually reduce their downtime, and by doing so, we were able to save them quite a considerable amount of money over a period of time. So I think that would be one of the examples I would.